Well, hey, welcome back to the studio. Recently, I picked up this Breadbin Commodore 64 and the matching 1541 disk drive. Got a really good deal on it, but they're kind of dirty and they've been sitting around for a long time, I can tell. So I want to take these apart, take a look inside, make sure everything looks good before we even power it up. So today, that's what we're going to do. Stick around. So this poor Commodore is not in the best condition. It's really dirty. It's beat up. It's missing some of the plastic on the bottom and the vents. So it's not one that's going to be a museum piece by any stretch of the imagination. But it is my first Commodore 64 Breadbin. I started off with a Commodore 128. I kind of skipped this one altogether. So I'm actually pretty excited to have this and the matching drive. So I figured what we'll do first, we'll flip this thing over. We'll go ahead and take the cover apart just to make sure that there's nothing inside that looks like it's, you know, about to burst or in bad shape. And we can maybe look at some of the chips and the dates on them and see if we can date this, because I am not a Commodore 64 expert by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't know what revision this is, whether it's an early one or a late one. I really don't have a clue. Now the power supply, I believe, is 1986. So I'm assuming it's original to this, and this is a 1986 model. But then again, I'm not 100% sure. So let's go ahead and get this thing apart and see what is inside. Now I assume that it just comes apart here. With clips or something. Let's see. All right, it is clipped. There we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and unplug the power light. That loop goes towards the outside. And we'll go ahead and unplug the keyboard so we can get that out of the way. And looking inside here, yeah, it's definitely been sitting around for a while. It's pretty nasty. But looking at the components inside, capacitors don't look bad. Just a lot of dust and dirt. Looks like we're missing a screw there, so I wonder if somebody's been in here before. Now let's go ahead and take this cover off, see if that'll tell us anything. So we got two there. Got one back here, it looks like. It's my first time being inside a Commodore 64, so bear with me. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Oh, we do have one more over there in the corner. Yep, see, that's what happens. First time is when you're learning, right? All right, so there is one more screw here. There we go. That should lift off. Wow, the thermal paste actually is looking pretty good. So let's see here. Everything is looking pretty decent. It's got a copyright 1984 on the board. Not seeing anything else that really gives us any type of information. Let's see if we can get this board out of here. If there's anything on the other side. Well, we got the, we have that RF shield, it looks like, back here. Almost afraid to take that off because it looks like it's glued on there. these stickers on here. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Not sure if the other revisions have a revision number on the board or not. It looks like our capacitors and everything actually look pretty decent on here. All right. Well, we have a fuse there. So it looks like we need to kind of clean this board off a little bit, probably. So looking at the board here, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. The thermal compound looks pretty decent. Capacitors and everything look like they're in good shape. So really, I think all we really need to do is clean up some of these contacts, maybe blow off some of the dust on the board and clean that up a little bit. And then we can power it up and see if it works. So let's give stuff a little clean up here as best we can. There's a lot of dust on this board, but nothing that really looks damaged or anything like that. I'll clean up the contacts on those connectors. There's a little bit of grime on there. Just kind of brush off what we can. So the thermal paste and everything looks like it's relatively new, so it kind of looks like somebody's been in here at some point, which makes me a little nervous about powering this up. Is there something wrong with it? It looks like most of our chips here are socketed, which from what I understand on the later ones, you know, they soldered them right to the board just to save a little bit of cost there. All right, so the computer itself looks okay so far for a power-up test. So let's go ahead and just take a quick peek inside the disk drive here, just to be sure that it's going to be okay as well. Not sure there's a whole lot that we can look at, just as a cursory inspection inside the disk drive, because most of it up here is probably the power supply. But we'll take a look anyway, just to be sure. Rather be safe than sorry. Okay. All right, well, it does have a couple of big capacitors in here that don't look like they're bulging or anything. Big heat shield on here. Let's go ahead and pull that off and see. Make sure that there's nothing goofy going on back behind that. Alright, so there's a couple screws there. That should lift off. Pull that out of the way for a minute. Alright. Like most of our components on there are also socketed. That all looks pretty good. There's nothing standing out in here that I can see. Maybe we'll lube up those drive rails just a little bit to make sure that we don't have any issues. Grab a little bit of grease here. There we go. Grease those drive rails a little bit. I'm sure we'll need to clean those heads as well. All right. So we may as well go ahead and do that while we're in here. Just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol normally does the trick for that. And we'll clean that head. And there's some gunk on there. Probably a good idea we're doing that. Yeah, a little bit. All right. Other than that, it seems pretty decent here. Go ahead and get this put back on. Put our screws back in on this side. There we go. A little tight. There we go. All right, well, let's go ahead and pop this back together. There we go. And we'll get the screws back in this, and then we'll see about doing a power-up test on everything. Now, I do want to do just a quick clean on these before we start messing around with it, just because everything's pretty nasty. We'll do more of a cleanup on it later on, but I want to get most of the nasty dirt and grime and stuff off of it before we start messing around with it too much. I haven't decided yet whether I want to retrobrite this or leave it as it is. You know, give me your opinion on that too. If you think we should retrobrite this or just leave it as is. It's obviously discolored some. This seems a little bit darker than I remember these being, but you know, I know the opinions vary wildly on whether or not you should retrobrite these things, so I'm up to suggestion on that. Give a little bit of a clean on our disk drive here, get some of this grime off the top of it. It's pretty nasty. It's obviously been sitting in storage for quite a while. We'll at least make it a little bit more presentable before we plug it in. That way, if it releases the magic smoke, it looks a little bit better while it does that. There we go. Yeah, it definitely needs a good complete take apart and clean, but that'll at least get us for now. All right, well, let's go ahead and get all of our power supplies and parts and pieces out and get this thing fired up, see if it works. All right, I've got everything hooked up and plugged in, so fingers crossed for our first test, this thing's actually going to power up. I hear the drive. Hey, there we go. All right. And let's see. It looks like our keyboard is working. Don't really see any dead keys or anything there. Okay, well, that's good. Let's see if it will read a disk. So far, so good. Well, so far it looks like it's working. We'll see if it loads up Wheel of Fortune here. Appears to be working. So, okay, so we've got a working C64 and 1541 disk drive here, so that's good. So I guess the next step is going to be figuring out what I want to do with this. Like I say, it's not in the best shape. The plastic's a little bit messed up on it. Do I retrobrite this, really go all out and clean it up? Same thing with the drive, or do I just leave it as it is? I'll kind of leave that up to you guys. Where do you think we should go with it? Let me know down in the comments of the video below, and I'll take your advice and we'll go from there. I've never retrobrited anything before, and I've been wanting to do that. So if it turns out that's the way we're going to go, then we'll do that. If not, we'll just have a original condition, you know, as it is, kind of a C64 to play around with here at the studio. So, all right, well, I'm going to play a little bit of Wheel of Fortune, and I think that wraps it up for this episode here on the C64. We'll pick it up later on after we do a little bit more work with it. But until next time, happy computing.